So, da bin ich wieder. Pause war ein paar Minuten länger als eigentlich geplant. Ich habe die Chance genutzt, habe mein Zimmer mal ein bisschen Durchzug gegeben, dass hier ein bisschen kühler drin wird. Hab mir was Neues zu trinken geholt und hab kurz was gegessen. So, it's already Sunday. She is almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsu cakes aside, I haven't heard a thing from Saori since she left the club early the other day. I decide to visit Saori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like I've done in the past. Once I reach Saori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Saori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Saori? Oh. Hi, Schmammerme. I sit down in her room. Saori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. That's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this for a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Saori's room is as messy as it's always been. Also wenn ich mein Zimmer mit dem vergleiche, ist es da echt ordentlich. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Saori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monika told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informated about the festival preparations, right? That's true. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something is wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so Saori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Schmammermer. Huh? Why can't it just be like it always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Saori? I grab Saori by the shoulder. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Saori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Schmammerman. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing me for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Saori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Schmammerman? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've have really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how breathless I am? I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Saori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Saori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? You don't understand at all, Schmammerme. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me, instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. That's why I wanted to, so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears strike down Saori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am, and that's why I'm going to accept this punishment, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Saori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Sorry, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I figure out what needs to change. I make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Saori finally puts her arms around me in return. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Saori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Oh, das hat einen Turn genommen, den ich nicht erwartet habe, muss ich ehrlich sagen. Hat aber auch fast 4 Stunden gedauert. I say goodbye to Saori and exit her house. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside in the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. Wisst ihr, was mir gerade auffällt? Haben Sayori und ich eigentlich keine Eltern? Ich meine, ich bin bei Sayori auch einfach rein und es war niemand zu Hause. Kann natürlich auch sein, dass die arbeiten waren, aber es war niemand zu Hause. Und bei mir scheint auch niemand zu sein. Anyways, let's go to the kitchen. What, you are not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Schmammermel? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed the bag Natsuki is holding out to me. Ugh, this is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I got to teach you. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. Schmammermel, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? The color of the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We are using the electric mixer for the butter, so I got stuck with whisk and hung bowl for the icing. Huh? The icing is still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It will just take a bit longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasizing. Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. Ich krieg immer mehr das Gefühl, dass die Tags mich einfach verarscht haben. Ich meine, ich sitze jetzt über 4 Stunden schon und es ist noch nichts wirklich passiert. Also wir hatten gerade so ein bisschen eine depressivere Phase mit Sayori, aber wirklich, ich habe eher das Gefühl, wir spielen hier so ein Dramaspiel als ein Horrorspiel. Jetzt habe ich nicht aufgepasst, wo ich schütte. Moment, ich muss kurz vom Glas abschlürfen. Wir haben zurzeit übrigens 2:30 Uhr morgens. Hey! I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the ball. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphal. Scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big blob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish! I'm faster. I grab her wrist and with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Und wo ist die Schüssel hin? Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know, I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Isn't that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth and lick the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Schmammerme, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. Gah! No wonder! You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? Das Traurige ist, liebe Zuschauer, es könnte unter bestimmten Umständen möglich sein, dass mir das schon passiert ist. Aber da reden wir nicht weiter drüber. Es könnte auch sein, dass ich schon mal den Ofen eingelassen habe und dann nach 2 Stunden mitten in der Nacht hochgegangen bin und die ganze Küche verbrannt gerochen hat. Aber das ignorieren wir jetzt mal. Okay? Ich habe aus meinen Fehlern gelernt. You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistake. Jeez. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. Ah, that smells good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet smelling warm air fills the room. Look how cute they look! She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. I pick up one of the noozles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on the cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea actually, huh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it a more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We are not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki picks up the pace and fastens a noose out onto each of the bags. Ich hätte nicht gedacht, dass ich dieses Spiel spiele und eine halbe Stunde meines Lebens damit verbringe, zu lesen, wie zwei Leute zusammen backen. Es könnte die Uhrzeit sein, warum mich das ein bisschen stört, oder es könnte daran sein, es könnte daran liegen, dass wir jetzt fast 4,5 Stunden, fast schon 5 Stunden hier sitzen und immer noch nichts passiert ist. Ich bin wahrscheinlich mit der falschen Einstellung in das Spiel reingegangen, weil ich ein richtiges Horrorspiel erwartet habe, aber irgendwie passiert nichts. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about it before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing on, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they are together. I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you will always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sari each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sari earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sari always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess.
Ja, welche?
Ja, die wir nicht gekauft haben!
Ich hab doch nichts gekauft!
Ja, sag ich doch, die wir nicht gekauft haben!
Ja!
Du bist und ich will sie wieder den Ball reinballern!